Well, look who's back. I'm doing this filter once again. Who is the victim? Every time. Why does this filter hate me? Okay, fine. It's been a while. This is the reason why I haven't done this in a long time, is because of this. I'm already called a victim enough. I feel personally attacked. Right. Well, I was attacked, clearly. Who's looking after me? Who's going to find my killer? Mulan. Okay, I trust her. She knows about... You know? So, I think she'll be pretty good. But who found my body? Anna. I blame Elsa. I'm already calling it Elsa murdered me. That's probably what it was. But who was I last seen with? Rapunzel. Ooh, okay, Rapunzel. She's a good friend, but they are cousins. Supposedly. I don't know. I'm not really in that Frozen universe. You know, they're separate from us princesses, so I'm staying out of it. But who is under suspicion? Who is Mulan going to question? Ariel. Ooh. I wonder why. Maybe I was found underwater. Maybe. But who was arrested? Rapunzel. Well, that makes sense. I was last seen with her. So, maybe she... with her hair. Let's find out. Okay, who actually did it, though? Merida? My money was on Elsa. Merida did it. Well, she does give me that vibe sometimes, you know, with her bow and arrow and everything. Wow. I didn't think she'd hate me that much. Now everyone has been asking me to do this filter, so I figured I'd join my princess friends and join in the fun. Now I have had to remove a glove so that I can use my finger, but let's see. Who are we sadly saying goodbye to today? Who are we saying goodbye to? Elsa. Oh, what a shame. Well, at least I'll be the only princess in blue once again. Although, is she a princess? I don't really know what she is. But, oh well, let's see who is finding out what happened to Elsa. Snow White. Oh, well, Snow White is quite naive. She's very sweet, very, very kind, and very loving, and I'm sure she'd want to find out what happened to Elsa, but, I don't know if she's the best princess for the job. But who am I to judge? Now, who found the body, though? Who found Elsa's poor, cold body? Oh, Snow White. Well, are we sure it wasn't Snow White that did it? That's all I'm saying. But who was Elsa last seen with? Who was Elsa last seen with? Ariel. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, Ariel, you're looking quite suspicious. That's all I'm saying. Again, I'm not one. I have courage and be kind, of course. So if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. But who is under suspicion? Belle. Oh dear. Oh, quite scandalous, isn't it? Well, okay, who was arrested, though? Who was actually arrested for Elsa's poor murder? Listen, I said I have courage and be kind. I had nothing to do with it. Why was I arrested? I was nowhere near the crime scene. Listen, I know we're both blonde and in blue, but look, my dress is silver in my movie. All right, fine, but who actually did it? Who framed me? Because it wasn't me. It definitely wasn't me. Belle. Snow White was right to suspect her. Honestly, Belle. Belle, I thought we were friends. Why would you frame me like that? Well, maybe I can spruce up prison a little bit. Maybe it'll be fun. I'm sure I'll make some nice friends there.
So I haven't decorated my house for Christmas for about 12 years. But this year I actually get to decorate my house because if you didn't know, this year I am actually staying home for Christmas because normally every Christmas me, my mum and my dad all fly to Dubai to go to a panto. This year though, I'm doing a UK panto, meaning I am staying home. So I was very excited to get down our Christmas decorations from the loft, which haven't been touched in 12 years. Now these are the Christmas decorations I'm talking about. Literally got them down from the loft, opened up the box, and guess what I found? Literally everything had completely disintegrated. Baubles were smashed, nothing works, everything had flaked into nothingness. So I literally had no Christmas decorations to put up and I was devastated. However, that did mean that I got to go Christmas decoration shopping. So I now have Christmas decorations up and I'm going to show them to you. But one funny thing is that my granddad, bless him, passed away last year. That's not the funny thing. Let me continue. He passed away last year, meaning that we have his Christmas tree, which is fantastic. It's a gorgeous tree in perfect condition, amazing. However, the Christmas tree lights, it's like a already pre-lit one and the remote is what controls it. Is there a remote in that box? No, there is not. So it's currently on rave mode, meaning I had to buy separate lights to put on the tree. But with those lights plus the pre-lit lights, it actually looks pretty cute. But yeah, bless my granddad. And here is my Christmas tree. I'm going to go through some of my favourite baubles that I found, but I think it looks pretty cute. Do you see the rave mode on those lights? And also that angel is pretty much the only Christmas decoration that survived. A fun story about one of the baubles I'm about to show you. So when I was searching in the loft for our Christmas decorations, there was a specific bauble that I really wanted on the tree. Like, if all of them were broken, I just wanted this one singular little ornament just to be there because it belonged to my Nanny M and I loved it. It was a beautiful, like, translucent ballerina with a bit of fluff on her and she was so gorgeous. So when I opened the box and saw that everything had broken and I couldn't find the ballerina, I was devastated. Now when I told my sister about it, she actually reminded me that she had 2 of them at her house, so she has very kindly lent me this one. Yay! Now of course it wouldn't be a me tree if Tinkerbell wasn't present, so I got this really cute little ornament of her sitting on a mushroom, which I'm obsessed with. And I found this really cute disco ball. You guys know I'm obsessed with disco balls. And speaking of disco balls, here is my lovely boyfriend holding up this really cute little disco ball wreath that I found in the range. I'm obsessed with it. It's so cute, and of course it's outside my house. I'm also obsessed with these garlands that I found in the range as well. I just love them. And yes, I also did get a little Christmas tree to have in my bedroom as well, and yes, that is a Glinda crown at the bottom of it. I'm so excited that I get to spend Christmas at home this year. What are you guys doing for Christmas? Have you decorated yet? Please tell me. And yeah, I hope you guys like my finished tree.
Is people with kids that act like everyone in the world should just bend over backwards and cater to them because...
So I was initially going to stitch this out of costume, but then I thought, you know what, I'm recording as Mary Poppins today. I may as well just stitch this as Mary Poppins, at least in the costume, because it's highly ironic considering the story I'm about to tell. So I've been a kids entertainer since 2014, but I've been a Disney princess impersonator at kids parties for the last 7 years, which I've recently retired from doing because, not gonna lie, your girl's a little bit sick of it now. But back in 2018, I had a weekend where I had back-to-back aerial parties one morning, like literally 2 2-hour parties, one after the other. But then in the afternoon, I was invited as a guest to a friend's birthday barbecue. So I finished my aerial parties and then went to this friend's birthday barbecue just as myself, like I said, invited as a guest. I was not entertaining, I was not dressed as a princess, I was literally going as myself. And obviously it was a friend's birthday, so there were a lot of Prosecco and Pimm's, and I was getting very merry. I was getting very drunk. So I'm at this birthday barbecue just chatting to my friends, and then this woman approaches me and she comes and sits next to me. She taps me on the shoulder and she goes, "Oh, you're Georgia, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yes, hello, stranger, nice to meet you." Now, I should probably point out that at this birthday barbecue, obviously there were a couple of children there, just kind of running amok, having fun in the garden. Like I said, it was a beautiful sunny day, so the parents were just getting merry whilst their kids were running around. And this woman goes, "Oh, that's my daughter over there." And I went, "Okay, that's nice." She then said, "You're a kids entertainer, aren't you? That's what they've just told me, you're a kids entertainer." And I had a sudden feeling that I knew exactly what she was going to ask me, but I said, "Yes, I am. I actually had 2 parties this morning, funnily enough." She then says, "Oh, the kids are really bored. Do you think you could just, like, run a party game for them or, like, entertain them just for a bit, just so they're out of our hair for a couple of hours, you know?" And like I said, I'd been at this birthday barbecue for a little while. I'd been drinking a lot of Prosecco and Pimm's. I hadn't eaten anything yet. I was very drunk at this point. And I politely, but slightly bluntly, just kind of turned to her and went, "Are you going to pay me?" Obviously, I said it laughing, but she just looked at me like, "What?" And I was like, well, yeah. And I continued to kindly explain to her that, you know, it was my time off. I was invited as a guest. And, you know, unless she was going to pay me some money, I was not going to take time out of my celebration of my friend's birthday to entertain children that aren't mine, that, you know, I have no interest in, to be honest, at this point. Like I said, had a whole morning of kids' parties and I just didn't really want to be around kids at that point. And of course, this woman did not like my answer very much. She then went and complained about me to absolutely everybody at this party. But you know what? I had to set some boundaries. You know, unless she was going to pay me money, I was not going to entertain the kids. You know, I mean, you can tell me I'm wrong in the comments if you want, but I personally, it was a personal choice to say no. And you know what? I don't regret it. I had a great time.